Hi everyone, it's Dasher Dave here again. I'm back for another crafty video. So today I'm going to do something with these. So, oh, things are falling off already. I've got, do you remember when I made these? The giant slides. Well, I've made some more slides today. Just been sat here making a few slides that one needs to be inked off. I started doing it obviously, but yeah, I thought I'd make a little kind of journal with them, basically, so like a flippy out folio thing like you would do with like envelopes, etc. So I just thought I'd do that while I was talking to you. But yeah, so that's what I thought we might do. So what I had an idea to do is to have these some way so that they kind of flip out either side from there, and then these go inside in some way. So anyway, that's what I thought we would do. So that's what we're going to do. So I was thinking that I might try using a bit of book page as my hinge. So on this side, so like use book page there. I know it's upside down, but that's because of the way it was folded. So it's got a fold there, so the piece of paper was folded over, and so it looks like it's upside down, but it's not. So so yeah, so I thought I'd try and attach it like that, and then would use a book page for that, and we might have to use some kind of faux aged sellotape over the top of it, or something else. I don't know what that something else is, but something else. Sorry, if my voice is going in and out, it's because I'm looking around me at the same time. So I'd love to say I'd planned what I was going to do, but as you can probably tell, I didn't. So, and the reason I didn't is because well, just having one of those days. So Brian's asking me if I want a drink. Do you know your torch is on, Brian?
No, I didn't.
Okay, so his torch is on, so I just told him his torch was on. So I think what I might do is I might use that bit, that flower down there, to attach this one. So what I'll do is I'll tear it, because I'm going to tear around it. I'm going to kind of tear around the flower and use that as kind of a bit to anchor that first flap. Now I don't know that it'll be terribly strong, but I don't think they'll be doing a lot of flipping and flapping. So I had a terrible night's sleep last night. I think I've probably slept about 3 hours, if that, possibly less. No, we'll go for the yellow. I can always get another piece of book page and put a different one on if I want to go down that route. Do I want to cut that bit off? Do I want it out? What I'm thinking is, do I want it out of the way of that hole? I think I probably do. So if I just tear that bit, just tear it off. Yeah, so what I'll do is I'll ink round that. I've got my inky thing here. In fact, I might just knock this back so it's not as stark white first, and then I'll ink round the edges. So yeah, didn't sleep very well. Obviously there's a lot going on in my mind at the moment, so that's been playing on my mind. So I didn't sleep very well. When I did get to sleep, I woke up a few times. So and Brian's just told me off for putting myself into pressure, because I keep putting myself into pressure to get stuff recorded for you guys, and he said I just need to take some time for myself, which I get, but I still want to record stuff. I mean, like, you know, I have been sat here crafting for myself. That's hence the reason why I made these ones. I haven't quite finished them because they're not quite the slide shape, but these have just got some vellum inside. So I've got some printed vellum, so I thought I'd use that. So I think I'm going to put that on there. And I was thinking, I don't know what I want on the back. Do I want to have something on the back of this? Right, if this one's going to flip in first, maybe I'll just have a journaling space on the back of this. So maybe some of this will get covered up with some journaling space. So what I think I'll do is get a piece of coffee dyed paper, or a bit of, here's one I used earlier because it's got a circle cut out of it. What I was thinking is, if I kind of do, I know it's slightly wasteful if I do it like this, but if I do this, I just draw around it, not perfectly, just put lines on it, and then if I rip that down, then I know A, it's going to fit, but B, it's not going to be too big. Except for I can't see where that line is. Oh, it's that. Always the problem, isn't it, when you start these things? Oh well, just do this, and then like you can't see what you're doing. So it's because it's got spots on it. Tear that bit off, and then tear this bit off. I like a torn edge, you know. You knew I was going to say that, though, didn't you? So I thought if I have it as a journaling space, rather than having, if I have something on the back of it, what I was thinking is, if I have something on the back of it, it's going to kind of stick out a bit. It needs to be that way around, Dave. It'll kind of gape a bit. So this one needs to be kind of a bit flatter, so for journaling space. But then this one does need to have a bit of a give on it because it's got to sit over the top of this one. So this is the one I'm more likely to stick something that's got a bit of bulk to it on it, if I'm going to stick anything bulky on it at all. So not happy with that corner. It's random, but not random enough for me, if you can say such a thing. Yeah, so if I put that on there, I might just ink that back a bit as well, because it's not quite as dirty looking as I'd like it. Grubby. I don't know which is which is worse or which is better, grubby or dirty. Anyway, you know what I mean. Old looking. So shall I use? What shall I use? So sweet toffee is I think it's the equivalent of brushed corduroy. It's very similar kind of. It's that. I was going to say sweeter colour, but I don't mean sweeter. I mean warmer tones. It's a much warmer brown than things like the ground espresso is. And vintage photo is fairly warm, but I think this has got a bit more red in it, orangey colour. You know what I mean? Don't ask me about colours. So yeah, but I like ground espresso and what's the other one that's really dark? Crusty walnuts, because they are both quite intense, like a kind of borderline black. They're cooler browns, I think that's what you would describe it as. It is. They are, yeah, ground espresso and crusty walnuts. I think that's the crusty walnut, isn't it? No, that's this one. Look, they don't. This one doesn't have a colour on the side, so that's why I didn't know what it was. Maybe that's crusty walnuts. Crusty walnuts, scorched timber. Well, maybe I don't know what I'm talking about then. So it's another one that needs a colour on the side. Where is it? Crusty walnuts. Crusty walnuts. Oh, that's because it's called walnut stain. I've called it crusty walnuts before. It's because, like, I've called it crusty walnuts before. It's in my mind like that's the right name for it, and it's not. Well, you know what I meant. So You're probably screaming at the camera now. Sorry, screaming at the screen now, going, "It's not called Christy Walnuts." Oh well, it's slightly entertaining, really. Yeah, I think I used to call it Christy Walnuts because I'm rubbish at remember what the names are. They get called whatever they get called because I know what I'm looking for. So yeah, you're lucky I knew what I was talking about. It's like I get the I can't remember what the other one's called. The corduroy one. Geography teacher's corduroy. I don't know what it's called. What's it called? I get the corduroy one wrong as well. So I know it's corduroy something or something corduroy. Creased corduroy? Don't think it's called creased corduroy, Dave. I don't know. Does corduroy crease? I don't even think it creases, does it? I've got a corduroy jacket. It's never creased. It's brown as well. So I'm going to put that on there as a kind of a hinge. There's no brackets, but there's a hinge. Hinge and bracket. The cultural reference, if you're not from the UK, probably won't even know what I'm talking about. So might just leave it there. From my teenage years. I don't even know, actually younger than that. And if you don't know who they are, look them up. They were very early drag artists, I think. But they were kind of acceptable mainstream. But, when I say acceptable, I mean, they were to be mocked, just like every other gay person on TV was to be mocked. But times have changed. So, Dave, that is the wrong way up. Do not do that. I think maybe I should have stuck that down first before that I put that on. But I don't think I'm going to get that up now. No, that's definitely not coming up. So it'll have to stay like that. Oh well. Many a happy accident in craft. So that's going to stick down like that. So we're going to have this that flips out like this. I always think, because that's got a cutaway, that's a kind of a bulb cutaway, I always think it should have something there. So maybe I might put something on there. I bought a new thing. One of these. Because it was what, I can't help myself. I know I can't help myself because it was a bargain. That's why I bought it. So maybe I'll just write bulb on here. So I don't know whether you remember. I had bought one of these before. It was a metal one, I think it was, and it kind of stopped working on camera. And I've never been able to get it working again. I don't know what I'm doing now. I've completely forgotten what I was spelling. Bulb, Dave. Memory. No, I don't need any other letter. Oh, no, maybe I should needed to advance it a little more. Maybe. Let's try that again then, Dave. Concentrate. B. U. L, B, and then just advance that a little before I cut it, and then it should be able to get it out. Oh, look, completely cut the end off again. Let's try again. Don't need to advance that far at the start. Try again. B. U. We all know how to spell bulb now, Dave. Dave and his spelling bee. Bulb. Just do that. I can see it. I know I'm not going to cut the B off because I can see it. Oh, Went nice and wonky though. I like that. You know, we all enjoy the wonkiness, don't we? You know, when like I've just cut a bit off because it wasn't random enough. So that's what we do. We like the random, the faux random, but we don't like the real random. So Brian's back with my tea. So I wonder if he's turned his light off now.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
So he
has done. So just in case anybody's worried about his battery life on his phone, it's fine. He's terrible at charging his phone anyway. So just got sticky glue all over the back of that. Never mind. I'll pop that on there. Bulb. There we go. It just felt like it needed something on there. Okay, so that's our flippy out bit there. Okay, what I thought I might have is maybe have that across the middle and have that as a flippy uppy on that one, and then have this one. I suppose it could have had a bit of give to it, but never mind. And this one's going to have a bit more give on it because this one's going to sit round these. So we kind of need more of a box style fold, but we won't use that. Maybe a bird, maybe two birds are worth one in the hand. No, a bird in the hand is worth one in the bush. No, a bird in, I don't know. A bird. It's a bird. Yeah, it's a bird in the hand is worth something. I don't know. Worth taking note of. I don't know. Worth noticing. Worth £1 million. I don't know. I have no idea. I've forgotten what the saying is, and I'm really good at remembering stupid, useless information that nobody really needs to know. But on this occasion, it slipped my mind. Right, so the reason why I haven't fussy cut these is because these have got folded at some point, and that's the reason why. If I cut him out, do I want to have him as a bird? No, he will be a bird. No, I don't think that's the right thing. I think I should stick to my flowers. Got this. It's a little bit shiny, but what I liked is the weight of the paper was a bit bigger. A bit more sturdy. So I thought it might cope better with a box fold on it. But I do think it needs to be stuck to something as well. So doesn't matter what I stick it to. Something that not quite so flimsy. Maybe a bit of that. So I'm just going to stick it to some of this. First I'm going to use some proper glue. I'm not going to worry too much about the outer bits because I'm going to use, there's a flower in the middle that I want. That's really what I want to make sure that it's covered. I'm just going to put a decent amount of glue down. I was going to use one of my little spreaders, but I don't know where it is, so I'll use that. Just to kind of spread it out and stick that in the middle. There, that's fine. I was going to make a thing to go on the back of a journal, but I don't like my handwriting, so I didn't use that piece. So I'm going to just tear this down for now. Just tear it off and tear this side off. And there's just bits of rubbish now. Okay, so I tear this. What do I want to use? Do I want to use that or that? I'm going to use the poppy. So I'm just going to tear around this poppy. And it doesn't need to be the full size of the thing. It just needs to be able to be, it just needs to be a bit wider so that it can take a box fold in it. So excuse me while I get a bit. So what I think I might do is, I was thinking, why is that hot there? It's because I've got a cup of tea there. Silly boy. So I think I might do, oh, is that going to be, it needs to be that way up, Dave. So that there, and then, is that going to be too much of a box fold? No, we'll do that. And then just fold that on those folds. I'll give it a bit of a going over with this so it's not quite so white. Kind of blends in then with that. Looks the same sort of age. I'll ink around the edges. Do I want sweet toffee or should I go for rich mocha? Yep, rich mocha's nice. Can't really see it, but again, it's another one that's quite a warm brown, not quite as warm as that one. That's brilliant. Okay, so it takes the brightness of that red off. Again, just shape that box fold. Okay, so this time, if it's upside down, it's the right way. Doesn't make any sense when I say it like that, but it means something to me. So what we'll do is we'll put that like that. I'll glue this bit right up to that edge. And we'll put that on there. And glue it down. And then I'll glue that edge up to that edge. And I've left that little bit in the middle because that's where our box fold is. And then what I'll do is, might need to pick it up. Let's move that out of the way a minute. We want this to be down here, don't we? So about there maybe. And if we line those two up, that then should, there's that, and that'll sit round there. So all I need to do is put something over this bit here. So we need something that's quite flexible. Maybe now is the time for the bird. Although it's facing the wrong way, it'd be nice. Can't you face that way? For goodness sake, why aren't you facing the right way? No, we won't use that then. They're not facing the right way. Well, they're not facing the right way for me anyway. What else have we got here? Oh, not that. Not that. That's what we've got. Not that. Okay, so maybe this. So this is another thing about birds, it's just not very exciting, so we might just tear. That didn't go right, we wanted that bit, but never mind. We'll do that. We'll just ink this down so that it's not as bright, makes it look a little older. We all need a little Christmas. No. Sorry, I don't know why I was started to sing that. We all need a little Christmas. We do not need any Christmas at this very moment in time. I think it's because a little older, a little something. Yeah, I don't remember all the words. I don't know why, but I've never seen that movie. Mame, I think it is. Auntie Mame, or whatever it is. Mame. don't think it was as very popular in the UK. So I don't think it was as very popular. That's because that's really good grammar, Dave. English as well. So I'm just inking those because I thought you might see them from that side. They might stick out, which you can see it a little bit. Yeah, that's fine. Cool. So I won't ink right up to there. Maybe I should have inked this bit. Inked. I mean, glue. You know what I meant. Somebody here needs to know what I'm talking about because I haven't got a clue. I'm doing the whole delirious thing, the lack of sleep thing. I do always do this, don't I? When I have no sleep, the delirium comes out. So just going to pop that, push that into there. Let's get this bone folder and just use that to. Oh no! Don't cut through it, Dave. Just squeeze it into there. Close that up. I wonder if I've still got things in there. No, I haven't. Sometimes I used to keep those all in there in the little cubby holes in the top, but I don't. Anyway, Dave, shut up. Shut up, Dave. Just give it a rest for 5 minutes. Something I heard a lot in my childhood. Just give it a rest for 5 minutes. Okay, so that's kind of split a bit, but I don't mind it. I'm not mad at it, as they would say. I don't know who they are, but somebody would. So we've got this kind of a little bit of a box fold here. Go out of the way. That can go in the bin. Got lots of tiny bits of paper. I don't need to keep any more. So, and then maybe have this in here, or do I want it? Is it too? Yeah, I think it's too. I can't think of the word. Not logical. Too obvious if it's in the middle. I think that looks better there. So I think I'll have that there. Now the only thing is, we're only going to be able to attach it there because this has a bit where it drops down. So when we're attaching it, we've got this bit to work with. So we probably need something a bit more resilient. I might keep that because I might use it. So maybe now is the time to deploy some faux sellotape, which I don't know whether I even have any faux sellotape ready. I might just have to get myself ready to make some. Not a craft mat, a non-stick mat. A bit of this. So this is invisible. It's typical, isn't it, when you're trying to find the end? It's like invisible tape. It's the, what's it called? Pressure sensitive tape, apparently. I know how it feels. I'm pressure sensitive as well. It kind of looks opaque, but when you kind of use it, it tears nicely as well, which I also like. I'll just tear that bit off that I've made a mess of. So just put some of that down. I'm just going to make enough to do this project. I'm not going to labour it. It's yeah, pressure tape. It kind of goes because it's slightly opaque. I don't know what I'm trying to tell you. Because it goes opaque, it looks old. You know how tape stops looking transparent after a period of time because it's gone crusty. That's what I mean, really. A bit of that on there. Got anything darker? What's that? just as unknown. I might put a little bit of this on it as well. Dave, just instead of messing about with it, Dave, just try and get it out. There we go. So I need to just dry this off. Get the brick out. It doesn't need a lot of drying. It's literally because it's what's the word? It's, oh Dave, come on, get some words out today. Alcohol ink, it just evaporates. So but I like the way it's turned out. It's kind of a mottly, blotchy, mottly. That sort of thing. So I put these together here, and I'm going to put a bit on the inside, like that, and a bit on the outside as well, like that. I might put a little bit this side as well. So put a little bit over here. And then do that on the inside as well. Oh, that's not quite the same place, Dave. Can I get it off? I can with a bit of ripping, but never mind. A bit of rippage. What we'll do is when I've ripped it, we'll stick it down with a bit of glue, and nobody will ever know. Well, you'll know, but like we won't tell anybody, will we? There we go. I'm going to flip that open. Like that. Stick a bit of this on the inside. Like I say, it rips nicely. So. Oh, Dave, you idiot. You just stuck it down and then peeled it back up again. Just leave it like that, Dave. There we go. It's alright, we can see to that. Not an issue. There we go. So we've got that. Kind of a slide thing. Oh, you know what? You've stuck that upside down, haven't you? Oh no, that's the right way up. Don't think they're the right way up though. Oh well. I'm not gonna get mad with myself because it's not gonna help. So you know, you can optionally put yours the right way up, but I chose not to. He says. So these I wanted to kind of finish from a shaping point of view. So I'm just going to put some notches out to the top here. So this is like a ticket checking clip. I'm just going to use these. I'm not even worried whether they're in the same place. And then just cut to join them up. Or would it be easier with a pair of scissors? Might be, if I can get in there. easier with a pair of scissors. Although I think that's just gone in my tea. Oh, you know, that's a crafter's problem, isn't it? Washing paintbrushes out in your hot beverage, or even any beverage, to be fair, any glass that I have nearby me ends up having a brush in it, or when you snip something off and it goes flying and you don't know where it goes, and then you realise it's gone in the bottom of your cup. So, to be found later. TBC. To be continued. Or to be confirmed. Depending on what you're doing and whether you're in business or not. So, shut up, Dave. There we go. I might put, just for the heck of it, well, I know I might not put it for the heck of it because it doesn't know where it is. Oh, is it not in here? We'll use one of these. We'll make this and put a little bit of a stampy thing on the corner there. And I was going to use something I can't find now. Oh well, we won't use that then. I've got another thing for making slots, and I don't know where that's gone. Goodness only knows. It's not behind the iPad. Anyway, so that's got that on it. I'll just give that a bit of a colour. Okay, so thought we could have that maybe on the back of something. Oh, you know what? Should we see what it looks like as a flip out thing, or a flip, or a pocket? Could have a oh no, we're having it as a journaling bit, aren't we? So maybe that could go there as another flippy thing, although it does kind of get in the way. Maybe that should go in there then. And I don't know. Maybe I don't need that one. Or maybe I do. Maybe I could have it here as well. So maybe I could have one there and one there. Yeah, maybe we'll do that. So I need something now to hinge that there. So maybe we'll use the rest of this on one side. We'll use it on one side because I've only got that bit. So we'll use a bit of text. Oh, maybe a bit of washi tape. How about a bit of washi tape if I've got something suitable anyway? Tell you what, why don't we use some of this? No. Something on the drawer underneath is sticking up and it's stopping the drawer from going back in again. So I've rammed all my drawers full of everything, which you knew was going to happen after I tidied up my craft frame, didn't you? Because that's what happens to us all. We start off with these great intentions of I'm going to look after everything and it'll be perfect and all that, and it isn't. It doesn't stay like that. So we'll use that on there. Might give it a bit of a... It's not horrible though, so put that on there. Put the... Oh, should we put this faux sellotape on this one? Yeah, and we'll put another bit of this on. The only problem with these is they don't peel very well. They kind of leave a bit behind. They were from... What's that place called? What's the cheap place? Temu. They're from Temu. I don't mind it actually when it rips. Put that on that. Maybe we'll ink it before we put it down. Now I've got to get it up again. They're quite sticky though, that's the other thing I quite like about them. Although I might just reinforce this one with a bit more stickiness, because it's going to have to act as a hinge. The one on the inside doesn't have to be worried about, kind of just to, that's as a reinforcement, but this side we'll put some more on. Who are you calling a moron? I know, I do think I'm funny, it's true. Like that way round, or that way round? That way. And then this one, get off me. And then this one will do the bit of sellotape on the outside, because you're going to see it. In fact, we'll rip it with a bit of a, more of a an organic feel to it, although it was organic as it was, because that's how it ripped. So it was naturally organic. So shut up, Dave. Shut up, Dave. So pop that on there, and then on the inside maybe we'll have a bit of washi tape there, shall we? Shall we have more of this? More of the same, or should we have something different? Let's have a look. What else have we got? Oh, I haven't used that one for a long time. Maybe some of that. Used to use this all the time. This one doesn't stick very well, I'll just tell you now. So rather than just have it as it is, I'm going to just tear the edge, just the very edge off. Hopefully just the very edge. Come on. I'll do the same on that one. Stick to each other, please, not to me. Thank you. We'll give this a bit of a zhuzh. And because I know it's not going to stick anyway, so I'll put some glue on it. So pop that. Hopefully it's the right length. Yep, it is. On there again, get it to go just in the middle, and then down over the edges. Excellent. There's that. It'll need a bit of training to do, to go in and out, flip over and under, up and down, whatever the term is. It'll need some training. I know how it feels. Put that there. Please don't fall off this time. Last time it fell off and it frightened the life out of me. So I narrowly missed smashing my cup, which would have been a disaster. So the only thing is now we don't have. We could do with let's put a bit of journaling space there. Maybe something different though this time. I actually like this. It's actually an envelope that I was going to use in an envelope journal, but the problem is when you do those things, hopefully that's the thing in the bottom drawer that was annoying me. When you do tea dye them, you end up covering them when you make envelope journal things. Take that bit off. So I'm just going to tear it down. I know, so it's brutal. I've like terrorised that envelope. And that. And then we kind of go to there and go try and follow that round a little bit, almost like we're hugging that there, and then just tear this bit off. And that can be our journaling space. Tear that bit off. And I know there's a bit of white there, but I can just blend blend a bit of colour over the top of that. Doesn't look as bad. No, there we go. Perfect. So that can go there. That's a bit of our journaling space. That covers up the fact that everything's upside down on that side. I mean, it doesn't worry a lot of crafters, so... And it doesn't really worry me, but some of you will be like, oh, I can't cope with that being upside down. And all it was is because I was making it easier for me to make those slides, so I used a piece of paper that I folded over rather than two separate pieces. But if you... I'll link my making of these bigger slides in the description anyway, so cool. So that just needs to be trained to be folded, and then it'll feel a bit more easy to bend, fold over even. Oh, that's because there's a rip in that. That's fine. Oh well, it's got a little tiny rip in it. So one thing I need is, because I didn't want to do that, so I need some way to hold that down. So hold that thought, hold that down. Maybe a magnet, although the magnet should have really gone underneath there, so maybe not a magnet. Maybe something else, maybe another way. Oh, maybe just a nice paper clip, maybe. Wrong drawer. Now, when I say nice paperclip, I mean old and rusty looking paperclip, obviously. Maybe like this. Oh, that is cool. I like that. Indeed, I like that. So, then what else? So it's kind of just like a flippy outy thing. Do I want anything else on it? I feel like this now on this side could be holding something that says something. So maybe we'll do a little bit of a word. Maybe we'll use the rest of this. And maybe we won't. Oh no, maybe we'll use the offcuts. Maybe we could have fragile. No, not that one, because I've already got one that's open somewhere. But maybe we won't use that either. Or a tool. Do not bend. Let's use this. Oh, it's one of those bags where you think it's actually sealed and it's not. It's just sealed all the way around. Then you have to find a pair of scissors, which are there, Dave. What I like about these stickers, well, certainly the fragile ones, is they're matte. They're actually made of paper rather than shiny. Yep, that's also made of paper rather than plastic. So if we pop that on there, it doesn't have to be straight, so that's a good job really, isn't it? And then we glue this to a piece of cardboard, which I probably have over here, which I do, and then we can either tear it out or cut it out. Don't know which one I want to do yet. So, oh, I had a spreader thing, didn't I, that I was using, but I don't know where I've put that. I'll put it in the bin, I think. Did you go in the bin? Did I put you in the bin? I think I did, but I don't know where you are now. Oh well, tear a bit off here. Use that. Stick that on there. Could have stuck it less slap bang in the middle, couldn't I? But so what I'm going to do is I'm going to tear it, but I'm going to tear it on a ruler, or shall I tear it on a tearing ruler? Maybe tear it on a tearing ruler. Or not, depending on what the tearing ruler wants to do. Go to that. Tap. Oh, don't move too much. Oh, that's gone very shaggy. because it's 2 layers. That one. Oh, no, that's 1 layer. That's the second layer, and then maybe this way. Oh, sorry, and then not maybe this way, and then maybe, I don't know. It's because I'm a Londoner. I don't know. I'm not a Londoner. Don't know whether I like it. Do I like it? Oh, you know what? I do. I do like it. I'm going to tell myself I like it. You like it, Dave. Problem is, I'll say, oh, I don't like it, and then I'll do something to it, and then think, oh, I wish I'd left it. So maybe just there's just some elements of it I don't like. So get rid of that bit. Yeah, that's fine. And that bit. Get rid of those. Right. Okay. Now let's ink the edges and see what we think. There it is. Let's go for a darker colour then. Let's pick that. Not crusty walnuts. As we've established that it's not. We'll go for ground espresso. Yeah, that's better. Yeah, it emphasises that edge nicely then. I think that's what it was. It just looked messy without having some kind of emphasis on it, but turn that bit off. Again, too pointy. Maybe that one as well. Rid of that. This one, I think this is ripe for replacement as well. Is that the one I've replaced with that? Oh, ground espresso it is. I couldn't get it in a larger size. That's the reason why I replaced it with this. It's not because I was saving money. It's because I was not able to get it. Cool. So maybe make it a little bit darker by just doing it neat. Yep, like that. And then I want to knock that back a bit so it's not stark white. There we go. So we can have that in there like that. Cool. Yep, that's it. So I'm happy with that. Hope you are too. So just something a bit different. Oh, let's put all your rulers back, Dave, for goodness sake. So just hopefully just something a little bit different. Making a little journal out of slides. You know, you can expand it and do more stuff to it. You can put your slides in the right way up as well. I just chose not to. I'm winking at you now. So we know between us. Don't go telling everybody else. All right. So yeah. So I hope you like that. There's something else you can just give it a try of. Don't be afraid to experiment. Try new things. And you know, remember that you want to make these things look interesting, new and different. So make giant slides, because I loved making this really giant one. So anyway, that's it. So thank you very much for watching. My name is Dash of Dave, and guess what? I love you all without exception until you give me a reason not to. So don't give me a reason not to, and I will see you all in the next video. Take care. Lots of love. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Lots of hugs. And I'll see you soon. Take care. Bye. Bye. Bye.